Hey everybody, nobody asked for a sequel to Freaky Friday, but we got it anyway. So I walked in ready for another nostalgic cash grab reboot. And what I got felt a lot like a Camaro with AC/DC blasting on the radio and feeling like the pure ride or die energy of the Freaky Friday girls. As a Gen Xer who grew up watching the original Freaky Friday in theaters with Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan, and even the earlier version with Jodie Foster, Freaky Friday completely defied my expectations. It was so much better than a 20 something sequel ever has the right to be in today's Hollywood grind. But sometimes you just need to sit back and enjoy the ride. Freakier Friday felt like stepping into some confusing and wonderful sunshine on a cloudy day, and while you were standing there soaking it all in, everything just felt good. Anything is possible, and life is full of family and love and possibilities. That's just the raw emotion that I felt while watching the film. Maybe part of my response actually comes from the fact that my pen actually ran out of ink at the start of the film. And for the first time, and I don't even know how long, I actually stopped taking notes during the movie. And I just sat there and experienced whatever story came my way while all the other reviewers around me were just kind of scribbling away. And it was a different experience when you can just watch the movie. And I don't know, I think that might be where some reviewers end up going wrong, is we forget to just watch the movie sometimes. So I'm going to switch up this review and tell you why I actually loved Freakier Friday, why it worked for me, and why we need more films like this. So, all right, let's dig into a Freakier Friday. So this film follows Anna and her mom Tess, yes, Curtis and Lohan, reprising their roles along with Anna's daughter Harper and her soon-to-be stepdaughter Lily. Triggered by a psychic at Anna's bachelorette party, the family's emotional struggles really merge with the physical world, and this wild body swap of chaos takes place, switching Anna and Tess again, as well as Harper and Lily. Amid the confusion, the girls concoct this crazy scheme to break up Anna and Eric's wedding, but in the end up finding true value of family and love. It's more than just magic, gags, and girls acting silly on screen. There's an actual story in there, even though it's super basic and it's hidden beneath all the glitz and chaos. At its heart, this is a story about love and what it feels like to see yourself through another person's eyes, only to realize that what matters most to them is you. There's something special about a movie that embraces unconditional love in an honest way that gives you just enough ridiculous comedy to keep it from feeling like an over the top love fest. Freakier Friday really leans into its goofiness, which also gives it an emotional richness that feels especially timely right now. In a world filled with anger, power struggles, and self prioritization, a film that opens doors into empathy and healing is exactly the kind of film that I needed right now. Jamie Lee Curtis is a class act as an actress and does a great job reprising her role of Tess. She's compelling and she's funny and she's edgy and tender, and she brings this young energy to the film that feels very teen-ish during the body swap segments with Lily. Lindsay Lohan is wonderful. I think I actually enjoyed her more in this sequel than in the original. She brings more depth to her role, and we get a real glimpse at her growth as an actress. Plus, she and Jamie Lee Curtis have great chemistry on screen. The new teen leads, Julia Butters and Sophia Hammons, are less seasoned, but they're full of promise and they were actually pretty enjoyable to watch. The standout surprise was Manny Jacinto as Eric, who I honestly wasn't expecting in this role. I didn't even know he was in the film. I didn't even really look much up about it because I wasn't expecting much from this movie. He has been so much fun to just watch and grow as an actor over the years, from his role as Jason in The Good Place to Chimera in The Acolyte. And now as Eric Reyes, Anna's love interest in Freakier Friday, I mean, those are very different roles, and he pulls them all off really well. He's smart, he's talented, he's engaging as the leading man in this film, and he actually does a great job of being a foil to both Anna and Parker in this film. The casting choices really do bring heart to the film. And I appreciate that they really isn't a villain in the film to kind of go after. While the characters might all be at odds with one another, they are still all pulling in the same direction and working to overcome some really big conflicts in their life, which actually stand in as the antagonist for the film itself. The bulk of the movie is just this fun, wild ride as Tess and Anna, who have been through this once before, try to reconnect now in order to get back into their own bodies before the wedding. Some of the antics they get up to are very unrealistic. They're a bit over the top at times, and there are moments of confusion regarding who's in which body during the film. But honestly, there are some real moments that also shine that I just really enjoyed. Some of the feel-good bonding scenes, like the fashion shoot or driving in the car together. And all right, I'm kind of a car girl. I love muscle cars. I love Camaros. I love that there was a cherry red super sport Camaro. Oh, it was just a beautiful car. And I loved that they put that in this film. And I know it sounds kind of silly, but you just don't see cars like that in films lately. And then there's the suspension scene in school, which gives the two teen girls some of the best bonding moments that they have. And they follow that up with a series of other things that they kind of get into that just bring the film together in a way. However, it's the unexpected romance in the film that really clicks. There's some really nice chemistry and tension between Eric and Anna that makes you really want to root for this family to figure things out as a whole. And the big emotional scene at the end feels like it kind of takes a little time getting there, but it still has a really nice payoff in the end that's kind of touches the emotions. I also really loved the inclusion of the music in the movie and showing how Anna put her career on hold for her daughter. There are lots of little moments like this that feature great examples of the ups and downs of being a responsible parent and adult. Conversely, there are some nice moments of the for the teens just getting a glimpse into what their parents are going through and what it's like for people who are a generation or two older or even younger. And the real highlight is the family first focus within this film. You really do get a sense of the entire spectrum of the family being addressed, and that love and acceptance is always the center of this film. And how many films are like that today? And they just enjoy being together on screen. And you really get a sense of these actresses just having fun. And I really, really enjoyed that. I think more studios need to focus on making these films fun. This is really one of those back to basics romantic comedies that comes with all of the expected cinematic bells and whistles. It isn't an icon of the genre, no. But after the utter absence of good romantic comedies lately, this is just good, clean fun. Freakier Friday feels like a return to the basic good storytelling that Hollywood does best, even when it's just your regular run-of-the-mill movie. And sadly, that's, I think, why this movie feels like such a breath of fresh air, is that they just got back to basics with comedy and romance and put it up on the screen. So, is Freakier Friday worth the price of the ticket? Well, it's no secret that I really enjoyed this film, so yes, I think it is worth it. I really love this film. It made me laugh, it made me cry, made me remember my own family. It's a great family film. It's a fun date night out. It's a good friends film if you just want to kick back and relax with some friends having fun in a movie theater without doing a whole lot of heavy lifting for the story. Above all, it's a great film about women and girls who are trying to figure it out and how to live with each other and how they fit together in life with all these changing dynamics as we all kind of grow up, no matter what our age is. However, I'm not sure this film is for everyone. If you aren't into rom-coms, and I know there are a lot of people who don't like them, you're not probably going to enjoy this. If you're not into like goofy girl movies, you probably won't enjoy this. It's probably not for you. However, if you have daughters, if you have girlfriends, if you have wives, I think they would actually love going to see this film with you because it does bring up these warm, fuzzy feelings that are kind of a bonding moment together. And I'd really love to know what you think of this film. So, Freakier Friday, did you like it? Did you watch it? Are you planning to? Is this your kind of film? Is it not your kind of film? Have you seen any good rom-coms lately? And where have they all been? It feels like they've been absent from the theaters. So, thanks so much, everybody. While you're here, please do give this review a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and share this video with someone who might be thinking about going to see Freakier Friday this Friday. All right, that's it for now. I have a bunch of other reviews coming up if I can just get the time to do them. So, stay tuned. Happy viewing, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.